Watkins, Stephen Schock, Big Game Boomer, Eric Ward, and the Mully Man, Mike Mullis. Coming up, we've got a live pregame show presented by Tiebreakers. We're going to take you up to the 7 o'clock first pitch for East Carolina and Oklahoma. And following that, we'll be on YouTube and Facebook Live with our watch party. So keep it locked right here to Pirate Radio. Got a pregame show coming up next. We'll talk to you then.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Jenkins Coward looking for his first hit of the night. That might be it. To right center field. It's gone. 3-2 to JC. Big fly to right field. That's home run number 2 on the night.
Lane Hoover comes from center. Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Marini gets a hold of it to right field. Will get to the jungle and will.
Fly ball, right center field. This one is back, and that one's going to be a grand slam.
Welcome in to the Tiebreakers pregame show. Clip Rock here in the Pirate Radio studios as we get you ready for East Carolina and Oklahoma coming up tonight. You can watch the game on ESPN2, and you can watch us watch the game. So we'll have a second screen experience going for you. You got the game on the tube. You got us on your laptop, on your phone, having a good time tonight inside the Pirate Radio studios. It'll be myself. It'll be the Chan Man. Bryce Williams going to join us, and maybe a special appearance from Brandon Manning as well. Shirley Rhodes going to watch the start of the game with us also. So we're going to have a blast tonight as we try to pull the Pirates through. If they win, they will play Virginia. That's because the Cavaliers manhandled Army earlier today in Charlottesville to advance into the winners bracket, and we will get all the scores coming your way here on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard in just a moment. But welcome into this show. So we're going to go until about 6:55, and we'll wrap it up then, and then we'll come back on Facebook and YouTube with our watch along. We will talk to our buddy Brian North coming up in about 15-20 minutes or so, get his thoughts on this regional. We're going to go out live to Charlottesville, talk to Brian Bailey later on in the hour. He has been with the team since they arrived there in Charlottesville, so we'll get a good report from BB as we get ready for first pitch. Hopefully you are checking out our social media pages because we've got some great pictures and video. We had the team coming out, getting on the bus, ready to go to the stadium. We just had one drop with tailgating with the Moylans. Had the Moylan family, his dad, his uncle, I think her grandma was in there, and they were having a good old time. So got a lot of great pictures and video right now on our social media sites, so you can check those out. And make sure you chime in on what you're doing, where are you watching the game, what's on your menu, how you feeling, what's your score prediction. Give us all that coming up. What am I trying to say, Chandler? I'm not used to being here at 6 o'clock. I don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of winging it right now.
It does feel weird being here.
Speaking of winging it, thanks to Tiebreakers.
Hey-o!
Now I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Come on.
I'm back. I'm fully back.
Man.
Tiebreakers open every day at 11 a.m., the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. That's what it says on the sheet here. But it also says that here in my heart. Best wings in town, sandwiches, apps, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork, downtown Winterville, on Railroad Street. Dine in, take out, make Tiebreakers part of your ECU watch parties this weekend. Right before we went on the air, Chandler, I said, I don't know if you heard me. You and Shirley are in there working. I might have just been talking to myself, talking into the ether. But I said, this might be the best chicken cheesesteak I've ever had in my life. Did you hear me say that?
I heard you. I heard you. Clear as day.
Oh, my God. And I get it.
You've tore it up.
I do it Mully style. I get it in a wrap rather than bread because I'm a healthy eater. Mm-hmm. And, man, it was dynamite. Got the tater tots. You got wings in the back ready to go. Shirley, you got a salad back there. Oh, no, you got it right there in front of you. Bryce went with a waffle burger. So he's got that sitting back there in the back.
Heart attack waiting to happen.
With a side salad. So we are ready to roll thanks to Tiebreakers.
Speaking of putting things in a wrap, you remember Troy Dreyfus? Do you remember that guy?
Troy Dreyfus.
They called him Troy D, like for short, for some reason.
What do you do? How would I know him?
He owned this radio station.
Wait, did he go to the Peach Bowl?
Believe so.
Yeah, I know.
I think he was there. I've never heard him say he was there, so I don't know. The reason I don't know is because he's never mentioned that he was there, so I don't know. But anyway, he always talked about getting the chicken salad in a wrap at Tiebreakers.
Chicken salad.
My go-to is the wings, of course, and I like to get them extra crispy, and that's what I have in the back there.
They call that the Chan. Go to Tiebreakers, say, I'll take 12 wings, traditional Chan style.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll say, what are you talking about? And then you say extra crispy, and they'll say, okay, you got it.
Why did you not say that the first time?
Why are you wasting my time? All right, Jamie says, this is a chance to avenge the Sooners' Lincoln Riley steal. Let's win this one for Lincoln. By the way, they hate Lincoln Riley now.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate it.
Not mention Lincoln Riley in Norman, Oklahoma.
Brandon says, not to get too far ahead, but if Virginia plays like they did today, they're going to be hard to beat. Can we cuss or are we on radio? No crap.
No, we're on the radio.
No crap. Dawson says, clip, my guy.
My guy?
What's up, my guy? Jamie says, how about them Camels? How about me? Chandler, I don't know if you know this.
What did you say?
I might be a college baseball betting expert.
Oh, boy. Oh, I did see that you're starting the thread that you do during March Madness.
I'm hot.
I like this. I saw this earlier.
Looky there. I took Arkansas -2.5 live. They're up by 8.
Oh, boy.
I'm about to be 3-0. I'm about to get hot. And guess what, folks? Pirates money line tonight. You got to lay a juicy price, but the juice is worth the squeeze, baby.
Speaking of squeeze, we're watching Squeeze play right now. I was going to save it for later, but
hey, can I just say we're on fire right now?
Dude,
like we're hitting
fire.
on all cylinders.
I was about to say it later on, but you just said Squeeze, so I had to bring up Squeeze play, which we're watching right now, watching all kinds of college baseball. It's tournament time now, baby. But I was going to say one of the most exciting plays in baseball is the Squeeze play.
It is.
And one of the most exciting things on television at this part of the year is the Squeeze play on ESPN Plus. So we're watching that right now. But yeah, I did see that your tweet. It brought me back to March Madness.
Yeah.
In fact, I kind of thought it was a tweet from March, but no, you're starting that thread again.
This is June.
So I'm very excited, and you're off to a hot start.
Tim says, hey,
Tim.
Hey, Tim. Kevin says, Squeeze plays the best thing going this afternoon. Pizza time. I'm not going to talk about the argument I had with somebody here earlier this week who said this weekend's better than the first weekend of the basketball tournament. To me, it's not. To each their own, whatever. Nothing beats March Madness. But you can't beat an afternoon like I spent today chilling at the house watching Squeeze play. It was awesome. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Here's the problem. I'll watch March Madness whether ECU's in the tournament or not. And guess what? They're not ever in the tournament, so that's a good thing so that I can watch March Madness without them. I'm probably not watching Squeeze play if ECU is not in the regionals.
Right.
I don't care as much. But the fact is they are, and the fact is I love this. Going from game to game, I love Mike Rooney and the guys.
I love that Stanford just hit a grand slam.
Especially since I had them in a moneyline parlay.
Come on. And Stanford takes a 5-2 lead after a grand salami. This is June, Clip Brock.
All right. Jamie just tried a pardon my cheesesteak. That's from the Barstool guys. All right, cool. He said it was okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy food from an internet sports company. But I don't know. I might give it a shot. Austin missed you guys on the drive home today, but happy to be alongside now. I got ribeyes on the grill and Modelo's in hand. That sounds like a good Friday night of Pirate baseball.
Talk your talk, and by God, walk that walk.
Kevin's got some Yinglings. Forgot to add those along with the pizza. That sounds good for tonight. Pike is hanging out in North Myrtle Beach. Go Pirates. We got Tyler in the house saying smash the likes. He said we need at least 20 likes for a win. That should be easy because we have 26 more viewers than we have likes right now. So if everybody watching just hits the thumb right now, we'll get to 20 easy. We'll get the win. Pirates advance, take on Virginia tomorrow.
All right, so I'm in a good mood right now. Please do not ruin that. Like Smash the like, smash the sub, make us happy because we are happy right now. It's tournament time. ECU and Oklahoma coming up at 7 o'clock. We got a pregame show going on right now, brought to you by Tiebreakers. Thanks to our friends at Tiebreakers for the awesome food, and thanks to you guys for tuning in.
Susan says, silly question. Is this single elimination or double elimination?
Double.
Susan, that's a good question.
That's a good question,
It's
Susan.
a double elimination tournament. Virginia advances to the winner's bracket game tomorrow. They will take on the winner of this East Carolina and Oklahoma game. Losers play a loser leave town match coming up tomorrow before that winner's bracket game. And East Carolina, by the way, has fought themselves out of the loser's bracket before. It is not easy. It is not recommended. You really, really want to win and need to win this game tonight.
No, it takes me back to that. I want to say it was in Greenville. I actually remember being home for the summer, and East Carolina was having to get out of the loser's bracket, and they ended up winning this regional. I remember watching the East Carolina Campbell game early on in that Sunday afternoon, early evening. And I remember telling my dad, it was like the 4th or 5th inning, and I told my dad, I said, if we win this game, I'm going to go to Greenville. I remember hitting up Troy Dreyfus as we were up pretty good in that game, maybe in the 6th or 7th, and he was like, hey, I got a ticket, come on. And I drove up to Greenville and watched us win a regional championship, and I believe we ended up going to Louisville, and that did not fare well for the Pirates. But we've been in this situation before. If we do get down, as Clip puts on his and joins the club, because I guess he read Chris Floyd's comment.
No, I realized that I was like, man, Shirley and Chandler have their shirts and you're getting compliments. I was like, I should have worn mine. And then I said, oh, yeah, it's like 3 feet away from me. Let me go slide it on.
Cool.
So there you go.
But East Carolina has had to get in that position before. Unfortunately, they've been successful getting out of that situation. Hopefully, it doesn't start that way tonight. You do have Trey Savage on the mound tonight for East Carolina. I really like that. That's a guy that he had 2 saves last week for East Carolina. I think that's going to build his confidence. He's back in his regular spot on a Friday night. So hopefully Trey Savage has his stuff tonight. Let's hope that the Pirate offense is on fire, gets some runs early, something that we haven't seen from ECU lately, and that's getting out in front early and hanging on to that lead. They've been having to get play from behind. Hopefully Trey Savage shuts down the Sooners tonight, and the offense puts up some runs early.
All right, we are live inside the Pirate Radio studios. Glenn Griffin checking in says, tell Chandler to put the sponsorship graphic on the screen.
Well, I actually was wondering if there was one, but I never got a text or anything, but now I do see that.
That is a great idea, Glenn. Fantastic. If you have any other suggestions, just chime in right there on the chat.
I now see Glenn's text on my phone, which is over there charging.
I kind of like doing business out in the open rather than via text or phone call. Just kind of put it out there on the chat for everybody to see. Chan Man is going to work. He had to put his hard hat on, and he's headed over to Studio B. Brandon says, exactly what is a Sooner? Would anyone like to Google that up and do the research, or do I need to do it? Because I would like to know the answer to that. I feel like that's something I've asked about and read like 12 times in my life, and I never retained the information. Kind of like Golden Hurricane. Every time we play Tulsa, we're like, what is a Golden Hurricane? Why are they the Golden Hurricane? We look it up, we find out, we pass the information along, and I never retain it in this brain of mine. Tyler says, was that a waffle burger from Tiebreakers that I saw? Yeah, I tweeted out our spread earlier. That was a waffle burger that Bryce Williams requested that he'll be munching on here later tonight. Tyler also said somebody had to be healthy with a salad. That somebody is Shirley Rhodes. And I got to tell you, that thing looked awesome.
It looks awesome. Also, it smells awesome. What do you put on that salad, Shirley?
That's a personal question. Do you mind answering that?
My headphones,
Are you okay?
Okay, there we go.
All
My
right.
headphones became disconnected.
She's okay.
I want to know because it smells so good, and if I want to get that salad, I need to know what she has on it because it smells so good.
I would like to rub it all over my body.
I kind of want to bathe in it.
Okay, ew. I asked for a grilled chicken Caesar salad, so it's got grilled chicken. I've got the Caesar salad.
That was a great question about Chandler. What do you put on your Caesar salad? I'm guessing Caesar.
Well, yes, but it also
There's gotta be
came with a
something
little
else to it.
extra to it. It had a little bit of onion. It had some croutons, some tomatoes, which I kind of put off to the side because I am not a tomato fan. and
lettuce, I believe.
lettuce.
Is there lettuce in there?
Yes, there's
All right.
lettuce and cheese.
Is there some sort of vinegar on there, though?
No, not that I'm aware of. It doesn't taste like it, but it's actually quite good because, softball Shirley is in season, so I have to retain my energy and not eat heavy foods. So salads are on the menu at least once a day. So I had a rather heavy meal for lunch, so I needed something a little light. So I told Clip to get me a salad.
It smells very fresh.
Smells delish.
I'll tell you what, it's not as good as this chicken cheesesteak and tater tots, though. No doubt about that. Jamie says, I give it a 8.15 for the first cuss word uttered on the watch party. Well, I'll tell you what, Chan and Bryce, Chan at least is going to be throwing down. He brought him a sleeve of some cold snacks in.
Did I?
I guess you haven't broken into them quite yet, huh?
Oh, I have.
You have?
Already?
A couple.
Okay.
Just 2.
All right. Fair enough.
A little pregame show, pregame.
All right. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
And by the way, folks, I have a DD. I had my roommate bring me, so do not worry about me driving tonight.
Very responsible. Very responsible.
I have class.
Melissa says, what time and channel? 7 o'clock, ESPN2.
And then also Facebook and YouTube.
That's right. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. All right. Let's get some scores passed along before we take a break. We're just going to take a couple breaks on this show, and you can hear from our fine sponsors like Tiebreakers, who have provided us with some awesome food, and the crew is out there. The regulars are out there. Talk to them. Got their take on the game. A few of them feeling nervous, but optimistic. Looking at some scores from earlier, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Texas Tech knocked off UConn 3-2. It was Virginia all over Army 15-1. So Virginia will meet the winner of East Carolina and Oklahoma. Oregon beat Xavier 5-4. It was Washington over Dallas Baptist 9-5. Clemson, they were in a dogfight with Lipscomb, but scored a lot late to win that one 12-5. Maryland beat Northeastern 7-2. NC State 5, Campbell 1. I've got state buddies who say, man, we can hit, we can score. The problem is we can't pitch, we can't play defense, we can't field, we can't do that stuff. Just one run allowed today against Campbell. So that's fantastic pitching by the Wolfpack, who scored 5, and that was well enough to win today.
I believe Campbell has some costly errors as well, especially in the outfield. I remember watching that game earlier, and Campbell had missed some diving plays in the outfield, and then they would show State making those plays and not making errors. So State taking advantage of the errors, I'm assuming, but good win for the Wolfpack over the Campbells.
This one surprises me because I watched just about the entire game, and Wright State was winning just about the entire game.
I believe, yeah.
But Indiana State comes back and wins it over Wright State 6-5. That final. Stanford got 2 in the 10th to knock off Southern Miss 4-2 was that score. Arkansas taking it to Santa Clara now 13-5. LSU was a winner over Tulane 7-2. That LSU stud pitcher had a complete game today against the Green Wave, 2-run homer. All they got for Corey Glore to get excited about. Right now it's Stanford 6, San Jose State in the 3rd inning. Florida 2-0 over Florida A&M. Tennessee and Charlotte just getting underway. We'll tell you what else is coming up at 7 o'clock and later tonight when we return on our Tiebreakers pregame show, taking you up to the first pitch between East Carolina and Oklahoma. We'll have more from us, more from you out there watching and checking in. Make sure you let us know what's on your menu tonight, how you feeling, who's your pick to click, what Pirate's going to stand out tonight. Tell us all that, and we'll check in with our buddy Brian North. All that on the way on Pirate Radio. Back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing.
This is Mike Hoggart with Viva Electric.
This is Mark McGlawhorn, Roland Black Heating and Cooling.
We have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. Contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Call us today to help with your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Go Pirates.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans, plus construction and lot loans. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low, low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Ryan McManus, the director of football operations. How many kids do y'all bring in for the prospect camps?
You know, the beginning of this camp coming up Sunday, I think we have 175 pre-registered right now. We're expecting probably another 50 to 75 walk-up. So those camps are usually anywhere 250 plus. Towards the end of the season, or towards the end of camp season, our last camp will probably have close to 300, just because it's the last opportunity for those high school kids to get in front of our coaches.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Yo, ho, you're listening to Pirate Radio.
All right, back with you here, East Carolina and Oklahoma going at it tonight, 7 o'clock on the Deuce, ESPN2. We'll be inside the Pirate Radio studios, having a good old time, giving away some prizes, and watching the game with you, myself, Chan Man, Bryce Williams, maybe a special appearance from former Pirate Brandon Manning. Shirley going to hang out for a little while as well. We got our 20 likes. That was pretty easy, but Tyler has a new goal. He said he just got word in Charlottesville we actually need 40 likes for the win. We still have 24 more people viewing than we have likes, so get the likes up. Let's get to 40. We hit one goal, but you know what? You got to do one more, Chandler. That's what right. That's what I always hear.
Yeah, we always have to do one more here. And we ask you guys to do one more. Hit those likes, hit the subscribe button, and help us out. Thanks for tuning in.
Let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us, our buddy Brian North, WCTI 12. We didn't talk to North last week. We were off on Friday. We didn't have a show today, and I kind of missed him, so I wanted to hear his voice, and might as well talk some baseball on the air. Hey, Brian, how you doing, man?
Hey, Clipper. Don't base your life on likes, man. Be self-confident in yourself. You don't need likes to know that you're good at what you do.
Thank you for that pep talk, Brian. I'm going to go stand in front of the mirror and do the, what was the name, Shirley? The smiley guy on Saturday?
Stuart Smalley.
Stuart Smalley. Stuart Smiley.
Smalley, something. I remember Michael Jordan doing it. Brian, what do you think about the Pirates taking on the Sooners tonight? You saw what Virginia did earlier today against Army. They await the winner. How you feeling about ECU chances on the road tonight, somewhere they haven't been for a regional in a long time?
Yeah, look, Trey Savage is certainly the guy you want when you're taking on a good, hot-hitting team like Oklahoma, and so you got to win that first one. I think, the lesson we've learned with ECU through the years is, you win that first one, your chances are a lot better of winning that regional. So it's always a little tougher when you're not the 1 seed. You know, Army was kind of a gimme for UVA today, so they'll be well rested going into tomorrow. And so you want to, that's who you want to take on. But I think Trey Savage is certainly going to be what's going to keep them in the game tonight and give them a really good chance to win.
Yeah, man, you hope he can go 5+, 6+ would be fantastic. If he gets into the 7th, it's almost the perfect scenario. You want to save as many arms as possible, but you get into a jam, Brian, and you're in like a 5-4 game in the 4th inning or whatever. You might see Cliff Godwin start to bring in his aces to try to get this first win. It's interesting to see how he plays this thing, and then a lot of that's going to depend on the flow of the game, what's going on in the game, obviously.
Right, yeah. Look, you manage these things a little bit different, and just like you manage super regional a little bit different with your pitching staff and stuff. But getting into that winner's bracket is key. You want to do that right off the bat if you can. If not, look, you got Army tomorrow, and you should be able to beat them if you don't win. So it's not a done deal by any means. If you lose tonight, you should be around at least for Sunday, but it's a little bit tougher coming that way. So, look, get your Savage out there, get the bats going, and get into that winner's bracket game against UVA tomorrow.
Malcolm Gray knows a lot about baseball, Brian, as you know, and I got a vibe check on him earlier today, and he said, feeling good, but a tad nervous just because Oklahoma throwing a lefty, and guess what? Just about 85-90% of ECU's lineup is left-hander. So how about the lefty-on-lefty matchup tonight? How you feeling about ECU's hitters tonight?
Yeah, that's a good point. With those lefties, but look, these are guys that I'd have to check. I don't know the stats on this. You can tell me, or somebody's got time to look it up while I'm bloviating here. ECU left-handers against left-handed pitching and how they hit, but through the years, Cliff Godwin has always had some guys who've been able to swing it from the left-hand side against left-handed pitchers. I don't know if that's been much of a problem through the years. I don't know about this year's squad, but it's something that you'll take notice of going into this deal if they do have a problem. But I haven't looked at the splits on that to know if they've had issues with it.
Brian North joining us. Brian, going into this thing, Campbell was getting a lot of love, very trendy pick down there in Columbia, and that's what happens to a trendy underdog. They lose the game. How about NC State today? And I mentioned this earlier. My state buddies all say that, man, we can hit the ball, but we can't pitch, we can't field, we can't do, and they pitched today, 5-1 final. How about the Camels going down to the Wolfpack earlier?
Yeah, look, and they played this year, and that's the ACC has been a weird year this year, and NC State struggled in ACC play, but they were good outside of ACC play. So here they are again. That's a team that I thought would be dangerous going into that regional. So I think they've kind of been underrated a little bit. They just haven't been able to get it done on the weekends because of that pitching staff. But I just think there's something about Elliott Avent's squad when they get to postseason. They're a little bit more dangerous, and they seem to ramp it up a little bit. So no surprise at all in that one today. Now we see how Campbell responds. Look, Campbell's done this before too. They've come through losers bracket and come all the way back. So real curious to see how they respond in that regional.
Still looking for our first 4-over-1 upset. Almost had one earlier today, but Indiana State able to come back and beat Wright State. That thing just about opened up for either North Carolina or Iowa, who was also in that Terre Haute regional. But now, if North Carolina does win, they'll have to take on Indiana State instead of the 4 Wright State. How about the Tar Heels, and how about Duke earlier today too, Brian? Kind of down early and were able to explode and win their game against UNCW.
Look, North Carolina's a scary team to me. They've kind of been flying under the radar this year. They've got talent, and I wouldn't be surprised. I think that's a good regional for them. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they come out of there, because I just think that sets up well for them. And Duke's been a team this year that they've enjoyed having to rally. They've done that a lot this year, coming from behind. That's kind of been their MO this year. So no surprise on that one either. And they're another one. I wouldn't be surprised if they go into that regional and win. I think they have an opportunity there. So, but we'll see.
Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. North, great to check in with you, man. What's you and the fam up to tonight? What's on your baseball menu?
Well, right now I'm waiting for Sleeping Beauty to end. Somebody kiss her and wake her up so I can get watching baseball.
Yeah, really.
Is the big thing. Get the kids to bed and be able to watch probably the last 5 innings of the game is the goal. And then tomorrow, we'll see what time the Pirates play. Got all sorts of stuff going on. We've got the LPGA AAA Tour, the Epson Tour is in New Bern, so I may take the girls out there. It's part of my my retirement plan is to get my girls to play golf so they can get college scholarships and then go earn money for me. So I've got to get them out and expose them to that golfing thing tomorrow. So.
All right. He's the Richard Williams of Eastern Carolina. Get those kids out there. The Earl Woods. Yeah. North.
What was that? Todd Marinovich's dad?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good pull right there. North, thanks for joining us, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, sounds good, Clipper.
There is Brian North joining us. Usually chat with him every Friday on PRL. Wanted to get in the chat with him here on our pregame as we watch Squeeze play. And Chandler, got games going on right now, got games coming up later. I had mentioned some finals from earlier today and games going on right now. Real quick, the games going on at 7 o'clock along with East Carolina and Oklahoma. Nichols against number 1 seed Alabama in Tuscaloosa is at 7. Number 1 Wake Forest against the 4 seed George Mason in Winston-Salem. It'll be the U versus Maine, 7 o'clock in Coral Gables. Ryder versus Coastal Carolina in Conway. Ball was flying out earlier today in Conway, South Carolina. Ball was flying out at Oklahoma State and Stillwater as well. It'll be OK State and Oral Roberts at 7 o'clock. Auburn and Penn at 7 o'clock as well. So those games going on. Be following all those as we watch East Carolina and Oklahoma.
A lot of number 1 versus number 4s there that you just mentioned. We saw a lot of potential upsets today. They did not go to fruition. Can we see some upsets in some of those games that you just mentioned in the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck? Hopefully,
no.
We might can see some excitement there. We don't know, but we shall see coming up at 7 o'clock.
All right, biggest upset alert, because I'm hot right now. Maybe I should call one, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should ride one. Did I just say ride?
What does that mean? Just add maybe one more letter to it. Rider.
I'm putting Coastal on upset alert right now.
Wow.
Putting it out there.
Wow.
Coastal is on upset alert. Speaking of Ryder Giles and Kentucky picking up a win earlier today in the Lexington Regional. All right, so we are following along here. Everything going on in the Pirate Radio studios. Jamie says Cincinnati baseball coach resigned. Okay. Well, they're not in our league anymore, right? So we don't care about them anymore. Do we care about the Bearcats? I don't think so. Kevin said, I think I like Brian better when I can't hear him over the kids. He usually
the little terrorists, as he likes to call them.
He usually does have screaming kids going on in the background. Didn't hear them today. I guess they were watching Sleeping Beauty, as he said. B. Pace has a pound cake in the oven. That's
pound cake, baby. Stand by.
Brown liquor.
Brown liquor.
Steven says, hey, Clipper, Army pitching is cheeks. No worry about UVA bats. No worries. Chandler, you're the human urban dictionary. What does cheeks mean?
Cheeks means they're not good.
Okay, thank you for defining the word cheeks. Are you cheeks?
No, I consider myself a good person.
You're not cheeks. All right. Don, halftime Don, says, I won more challenges than Avent did today.
Oh, Don.
Didn't he do like 2 in 1 inning, I believe? I saw one of them. It was on the ball hit the batter. They thought it might have been a foul tip because if it was, the catcher caught the ball. So I guess it would have been a strikeout. I don't know if it was 2 strikes. But anyway, it was a bad challenge. It was a hit batsman. Guy went to first.
And then another one I want to say in that same one, I could be wrong. I know it happened at one point. But the lone run that Campbell got, it was off of a sac fly. And I believe they challenged to see if the runner left third base early before the ball was caught in the outfield. And they were unsuccessful. It doesn't matter. They were able to breeze by the Camels today 5-1.
All right, Shirley, can you call Ellerby real quick right about now? We'll talk to him for about 5 minutes, take a break, see if we can get BB on for 5 minutes. Actually, can you revert? Well, you already got him. All right, see if you can get Ellerby on, and we'll see what's going on live in Charlottesville. Got Tennessee, the only 10 I see, a gapper, and they score a run to take a lead over Charlotte.
One of the 8 teams from North Carolina in the dance this year.
Make that a 2-run lead, 2-run score on the double to right center. All right, let's head out to Charlottesville now on the Pirate Radio Live line. Ellerby joining us, getting ready for first pitch between ECU and Oklahoma. Ellerby, what's up?
Hello, Clipper. What a great day for baseball in Charlottesville, Virginia. Man, it is rocking and rolling up here. The purple and gold is invading the stands. It is going to be a home game for East Carolina tonight. I'm going to say 80% Pirate fans so far, maybe 10 to 15% Virginia fans kind of hanging around, and there's a 5% players' parents for Oklahoma here, but you can see a lot of the Pirate fans in here. They're still out tailgating. They're getting all their Pirate beverages in, but they're starting to slowly roll into the stadium, and it's a beautiful ballpark. It's going to be a beautiful night for baseball.
We're enjoying our tailgate brought to us by Tiebreakers, and looks like the tailgating scene is awesome out there in Charlottesville, thanks to the Pirate fans. Saw the video with you hanging out with the Moylans. What a fun group they are, Ellerby. They got a big Moylan clan in town for this one, and a lot of them up in the Maryland area, so not a terrible drive for them.
Let me tell you what, if you could get invited to their Thanksgiving or holiday festivities or week at the beach or wherever they do for vacation, you'd have a good time with the Moylans. They know how to cook, and they know how to relax, and great personalities, and all super proud of Josh, and hoping big things for him tonight.
Talking to Ellerby on the Pirate Radio live line. You talked a moment ago to former Pirate second baseman Charlie Yorgan, who was a lot of fun when he was around here, and I'm sure a lot of fun now. What's he up to these days? How's he feeling about the game?
He is living in Richmond, so when he was super excited when he saw the announcement that the Pirates are going to be in Charlottesville. So he can day trip it 45 minutes from Richmond to Charlottesville, and he's in investment banking over in that area, and he may have seen the video on our social media. He's super proud of where this program is, and he was really bragging on this team that they were more talented than his team in 2016 that won this regional. But I was trying to pry a little bit more stories out of him on the video. He said he couldn't discuss all the stuff going on in the group chat, but certainly I imagine those guys are proud Pirates, and certainly it would be fun to get a peek behind that text chain if you could. But he's doing great, and super excited to watch Pirate baseball tonight.
All right, we've got some great pictures, videos out there, and it looks like, Ellerby, the Pirates are going to go with the gold tonight, the gold uniforms, the white hats with the purple bill, and the Sooners will be in their whatever they call it. Do they call it burgundy with gray pants? So that looks like the uniform matchup tonight. East Carolina has played pretty well in the golds of late, so they're going to stick with that.
Yeah, it seemed like they pretty much wore gold most of the time in Clearwater.
Yeah.
And, had a good run there. I'm looking at Oklahoma. I'm standing all the way out in right field right now. They have gray pants and a gray uniform with I guess a crimson underneath, like a long sleeve or T-shirt underneath that. So they look like they look like they're ready to go. But the gold is popping with the white hats, and right above the East Carolina bullpen. The guys have a nice setup out here in right field. So man, it's a gorgeous night. I'm not sure what the forecast is for tomorrow. It may be a little bit. There's not going to be any weather problems tonight. So lock in on ESPN2 and the Facebook Live watch party with you guys. And looking forward to a lot of fun baseball.
All right, Ellerby, enjoy the rest of your tailgate, enjoy the game, and the rest of the weekend as well. And we may be back here for another watch-along this weekend, so if so, we'll check in with you again then. But if not, we'll keep up to date on what's going on Pirate Radio, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. A lot going on.
Absolutely. Go Pirates. You guys have fun tonight.
All right, there is Ellerby live from Charlottesville. Take a break, Shirley Rhodes. We'll come back. We'll see if we can hook up with Double B. We'll give you some more score updates. Kevin says the Sooners are wearing burgundy. We will take a time out, come back. More to go. Pirate Radio pregame show presented by Tiebreakers. Back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
In studio today with Frank Lee with Appliances Superstore. Frank, why should people go see you?
We make buying appliances easy, just that simple. We have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, which helps our customers save money every day. We offer a 12-month warranty on our appliances, plus we deliver and set up your new appliances and remove your old ones. Come visit us at the Appliances Superstore off 264 behind the new DMV, or shop us online at AppliancesSuperstore.com. Remember, we make buying appliances appliances easy at the Appliances Superstore.
50 years ago, Honda released the Elsinore, a purpose-built motocross bike that redefined the sport. And Red Riders have been racking up wins ever since. That winning legacy continues today with the new CRF 450R, available at Ron Ayers Motorsports. The 2023 450R produces even more low and mid-range torque for faster corner exits. The updated chassis optimizes suspension, performance, and improves handling. And that's just the beginning, because Honda is also releasing a limited edition 450R, decked out in historical design. It sports a blue seat, gold wheels, forks and handlebars, commemorative graphics, and more. Then there's the CRF 450 RWE. This Works Edition model gets the same 450R updates, plus a slew of performance extras. Choose your new Honda CRF 450R model at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. After all, you've got a legacy to write. CRF 450R models are intended for close course operation only.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
former Pirate captain and catcher Travis Watkins. I don't know, can he speak to not necessarily the hitting, the pitching, but what else makes this program a winner?
Yeah, when you come in, I mean, you got to know you're going to work, and that's one thing that we definitely did. So I played for 2 years with Billy Godwin, and then when Cliff came in, he came in right away and set the culture of what it's going to be and what the honor is to wear the Pirate uniform. And you got to earn it. I mean, you don't come to East Carolina just to roll the balls out there. You're going to work hard in practice, and you're going to prepare like nobody else in the country. And I think that's what separates East Carolina from everybody else in the country.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This is Carson Wissenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Turn the mic up. We're back. Hey! Did y'all see that on camera? Did y'all see what Shirley just did?
Did she just... Was there... did a
My
bird...
camera was not on.
Did a bird just fly in here?
It did.
Oh, boy.
Hey, look, a bird and a turd. Brandon Manning's here, too.
Oh, that's messed up.
That is messed up. B-Man, get in here. What are you doing? Are you want to hang out over there?
I mean, I've never sat on this side of the fence before.
You're in my seat.
I know.
I farted in it a while ago.
Chandler, we're on the radio, dude.
Hey, we should play Name That Sound since you're sitting in my seat.
Maybe to help him out. B-Man's going to hang out with us. He's only complained 7 times since he walked in the door.
What?
You got no food. We got no.
That's the only thing. I was like, I got to give me some food. He goes, if you would have told me sooner, I told you a day ago.
I needed a way more advanced than that, man. Way more advanced. Sorry, Brandon, but thank you for hanging out. We'll have the baseball insight of a Pirate, Brandon Manning, on our watch along coming up.
I'm about to be a very nice person.
By the way, we don't have Bailey yet.
No problem.
I'm about to be a very nice person right now. I have 12 wings back there. You can have some of them.
Brandon, I'm going to be even nicer. I have 8 wings back there, and I'm going to give you 2 of those. So how many are you giving them?
I have 12. You can have at least half of them.
So that's 6 plus 2. You got 8 wings there.
Here's what I got to know. Did Bryce get wings?
He got a waffle burger. From Tiebreakers.
What all tight ends get.
He's got only about 2 or 3 more years before that waffle burger's like 20 pounds in one sitting.
Well, he's tried to gain weight his entire life, and maybe it'll hit him here pretty shortly. Brandon, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great.
Great?
Yeah, I got everything done early today. Went home, mowed the grass, blew off the driveway, blew off the road because I didn't want Chandler getting mad with me. And I watched some of the Virginia game and was like, well, that's not going to be conducive to a major comeback.
Hey, Harry Carey used to say, save some for tomorrow. I think they scored too many today.
What we need to do the same thing they did. It would really save our pitching.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Their pitching is going to be fresh for the rest of the tournament because it's set up by a big win like that. So we need to follow suit and do the same thing here at 7.
Craig says, greetings from section 103. I wish you were here. That's cool, Craig. Craig right there in the stadium. Mike asking, is the game on ESPN Plus? So it's on ESPN 2. Does it mean it's also on ESPN Plus? I'm not sure how that works. But Mike, do you have cable? If so, it'll be on ESPN 2 or on your ESPN app. Will it be on Plus and the Deuce? I cannot confirm nor deny, but I would lean towards no, not on Plus.
I might say if you have the ESPN app on any kind of device, I think that if it's on the Deuce, I think you might could find it on the ESPN app to stream.
If you have cable. You have to log into your cable provider.
No, I don't have cable. It automatically shows up on my ESPN app if you got the ESPN app.
And you can watch the game like that?
Yeah.
And you don't sign in through nothing?
I do.
We have two people. Well, I guess Hulu. Yeah.
I know you're special,
Hulu.
but I don't think you're.
I know Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu.
We have two people. We have Brooks Hill saying yes, it's on ESPN Plus, and then Kevin also says it is also on ESPN Plus.
As does Zach. Okay, so you know what? Our pirate people are saying it will be on. So there you go, Mike. It'll be on ESPN Plus. Don't forget to watch us as well on Facebook, YouTube, as we'll be having fun tonight inside the Pirate Radio studios. I like to wear uniforms on our watch-alongs. We wear the Bricklayers jerseys for basketball, Chandler. Mm-hmm. I've brought in some Braves jerseys for myself, you, and Bryce. Don't have one for Mr. Manning because he signed up late and I only have 3 at home.
He could have brought one of his old baseball uniforms.
Well, I told him we were wearing unis, and he said the only one he has is framed.
No, so I got the ECU uni from when I played, and then my wife went with a sale and got a different color ECU uni. She got both of them framed. Mills gave me my high school jersey from Conley.
Yeah.
Definitely can't wear that anymore. And I got my Pitt Community College jersey as well, and then a Post 39 jersey that is also attached.
Why didn't you squeeze
Does
into
it not
man?
say on the frame break in case of emergency?
I know. Bust it out.
No, it's not like a Roger Rabbit type of situation.
Who framed him, by the way?
Me and the guy down here around the corner. Was it frames by James
Shenandoah?
I was asking who framed Roger Rabbit, not your jersey.
Oh.
Who framed
the guy that was
Brandon
not
Rennie?
Danny DeVito, but that reminded me of Danny DeVito? What was his name in Roger Rabbit?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Eric's trying to bring the show down. He says, I hope the Pirates don't drop a deuce on the Deuce. Eric, are you an adult? Are you an adult man?
Don't be that guy.
You talking to me or Eric?
Eric.
Okay. No, Eric, that's right up my alley.
You talk about Bob Haskins?
Oh, yeah.
Bob Haskins.
Who also played, I want to say, Mario in Super Mario Brothers in a terrible movie back in the day.
Yes. Came out like right there when the original Ninja Turtles movies came out.
We need some more likes, people. We have 22 more people watching than we'd have likes. So if you haven't already, hit the thumb. Tyler says we need to get to 40. That's his YouTube milestone. We're only 7 away, and we've got about 10 minutes left. So let's get it. Hit the thumb. Let's go. Brandon, how you feeling about lefty versus lefty? You'll see that a lot tonight when ECU's up to bat.
I feel fine because that's all we saw all year long. I mean, we literally saw it everybody's best lefty all year because we have so many lefty hitters. We have so many lefty hitters and so many righty pitchers. It's a weird year, but
yeah,
I don't feel bad about that anymore. I mean, Star's going to turn it over. AMAC will turn it over. They're going to do great things, so I feel like that doesn't bother me at all.
Well, do we have a lineup? Let's check that real quick and see if East Carolina stays with what they were doing in Clearwater with Star leading off and the like. We do have a lineup. Here we go. So the Pirates will lead off with a righty, Jacob Starling, and you won't see another one until later in the lineup with switch hitter Amac. Batting second, Carter Cunningham. He'll be in right. Josh Moylan at first, hitting third. Cam Clonch, Brandon. Starting to see more of him as the year winded down, especially there in Clearwater. He's going to be hitting cleanup tonight. What do you think about Clonch at DH?
You know, he's really been progressing as far as the year. Every time he got a chance, he stood out. He did a very good job. I really think he is going to be our X factor in this. JC's been injured since he came back from that severe injury to any man. He hasn't been the same JC, so I'm waiting for that to happen. But Cam Clonch up there, helping protect and help hit around Josh Moylan is just going to be a big anchor for us in the middle.
JC hitting fifth. He is in left field. Justin Wilcoxon, my pick to click, will be hitting sixth tonight at catcher. Joey Barini's at short, hitting seventh. Amac at third, hitting eighth. And Hoove in center field. Batting ninth for the Pirates, Trey Savage on the mound. Brandon, we know what we need from Savage tonight. What do you think we get from Savage? Is he ready for this moment?
6 2/3. That is the magic number for me. I said that Thursday. I really think he gets it today. There's no excuses. He's fresh. His arm is good. There's no injury. There's no nothing. This is where he needs to shine.
I don't know Trey personally, Brandon, but just watching him pitch, kind of seeing his attitude and everything, I don't think the moment will be too big for him. Friday night, first regional start, big time. This will be his biggest game he's pitched in, right? So he hasn't faced a moment like this. Seems like the kind of guy that can handle that. That remains to be seen, but what do you think about that?
Nah, I think he's fine. I mean, he's had a lot of big things happen behind the scenes for him. I mean, there's been a lot of eyes on him all year long.
True.
He hasn't not produced.
Yeah.
Even when the stands had scouts in it looking at him, several on a few days there, on a few weekends, he produced and he did a great job. So it's just really staying fresh and trusting your stuff. This point in time of the year, you've shown it time and time again that, hey, I'm going to go up there and we'll run up there 93, 94 on your hands. Hopefully you can't get around on it. Then I'm going to put you down with the pitch and, let's go get some strikeouts, which he's good at, and let's limit the walks. That is very key for us, is limiting walks. As long as we limit walks and get walks, we'll be fine.
All right, Brandon Manning joining us here. Bryce Williams going to be hanging out with us on the watch along. Boy, we had 37 likes. We just had a dislike. We're down to 36.
Was that my wife?
It might have been. Oh, she disliked it while you were talking?
I don't know, but I mean, I just had to send her a text message, and I'll explain that this might be a watch-along thing. I don't know. So there is a T-shirt that has been around since the first Billy Godwin year that it was our team shirt. It's gray. It says ECU Pirates, old school baseball, ECU Pirate baseball on the front. It says, "We're going on the back."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is unlucky as hell.
You've talked about that.
I've talked about that.
Yeah.
I wanted to burn it as a sacrifice. I can't get a big enough watch party for burning for that. We should have done it as part of this show right now.
Put a trash can in here, burn it.
I thought about it, but I mean, and she sent me a text message. She goes, "I'm going to wear it until we start losing." I said, "No, take it off now." Which sending that text to my wife typically means something else. But that was a joke. Come on, guys. It's after 5 o'clock. I can loosen up just a little bit.
Take that off right now.
Yes.
Right now. Take it off.
Yes. But I told her, I was like, come on, you can't even do that the very first game. I mean, everybody that, if you even post a picture of that, anybody that's been around me the last 6 years, that shirt's just unlucky. Like, I had it under an undershirt underneath like maybe this or something else like 2 years ago. And, man.
Turn Brandon's mic up a little bit so people can hear him, Charlie. Thank you, man.
So I had that as an undershirt, and, like, we started losing maybe in last year in the regional, and I took it off, threw it in the toolbox.
Yeah.
And we came back and won. I mean, it was, and we talked about it before the game.
Why do you still have it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Didn't Pirate Radio do shirts a long time ago that said "We're going," and they gave them out? That's not the same one, right?
I feel like we maybe. I mean, people took that phrase and used it, and Pirate Radio may have been one of those. But that was like y'all's team issued.
So yeah, we had like a purple one, a yellow one, and a gray one. I mean, like the purple one's around, but the yellow one, I don't know where that one is. But the gray one is a very comfortable shirt. They don't make shirts like that anymore. I mean, it's just comfortable.
They don't make them like they used to. Tyler says it's not on live air. Let it out, Brandon. This is on live air. We are on radio right now. We have not made the switch to Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
So relax. Well, good news, we got our 40 likes on YouTube. Tyler, you put out the goal for 20. Got that in the first 10 minutes. You said we need 40. Got that. Well done.
Me talking about my wife.
Thank you, folks.
Just took me and embarrassing my wife, but that was
there.
fine.
You go. That we had a big uptick in likes during that story, Brandon. Thank you, buddy.
Cool, neat story.
Hey, yes, guys.
Brian Boyko said, "Thanks for all you do. Pumped. Go Pirates." Hey, Boyko.
Boyko.
You're welcome and thank you. And you have a cool last name.
That is a very cool last
name. If I could change my last name, I would be Clip Boyko. Hey, Boyko. If your name is something Boyko, you got to go by the last name. You don't call that guy Brian, right?
Or get on Jersey Shore.
Boyko.
No, I'm definitely calling. If that guy, if Brian continues to comment tonight on our watch along, I will address him as Boyko.
Hey, Boyko, come hang out with us.
Boyko said that.
Kaz is in the house. Our buddy Randolph's in the house. Boom, boom.
Let it go.
Randolph, our buddy's here.
Love that dude.
Greetings and salutations, Chandler, Clip, and Shirley. What's up, Randolph? How we doing?
Come on, Randolph.
Come on now. All right. Chad said getting a little racy already. It's early.
Jeez, Chad. And I haven't even broken into the old cold delicious.
How many you had?
2.
All right. B. Pay said 2 shots of Uncle Nearest. Y'all know what? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I do.
And 2 Modelo's. What is Uncle Nearest?
I thought he said 3.
2 shots of Uncle Nearest and 3 Modelo's. What is Uncle Nearest?
Like a brown liquor.
Brown liquor.
Brown liquor.
All right. He practices what he preaches, I guess. All right. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to wrap it up on radio now, and we're going to stop this video, start a new video. We'll be on Facebook, YouTube. So y'all take a 5-minute break so Chandler can set up the video, so Shirley can do her thing, and we'll get ready for the watch along. So we'll be back in 5 minutes on a new video, YouTube, Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us, folks, and go Pirates. We'll see you in about 5 minutes.